Stoked here. This video is going to try to address the age-old question on how can I reach legend? Where do I start? How do I do it? Essentially what I've done is scoured the internet looking for decks that hit legend and created guides on them. So essentially I've got the full meta. I've got what to mulligan, how to fight each type of class, and it's all done in one singular place. If you look in the description for this video, you're going to see a link. The link's going to take you here to Hearthhead. And the reason I used Hearthhead is it's got this really cool tool called My Collection. Essentially what you do here is you can do hero levels if you want. It doesn't really matter. But what does matter is putting in the cards that you own. It's only going to have expert. Naturally, everyone is pretty much understood to have the other cards, so they don't bother with that. So click what you got, put in your quantities, and you look at about 15 minutes legwork here. There's a reason that you do it, and the reason that you do it is because once you look at my, well, at the time of making this video is around 70 decks or so. Once you look, here's the cost of making the deck, and here's the cost if I wanted to create this deck with what I placed in my collection. This is how much it would cost me. So it's cool in that regard. I do have two of everything. I purposely didn't blah blah blah. I wanted to show differentiation. Anyway, to the decks. Let's look at, I don't know, let's look at the first one. Chakadim. This is anything that starts with the prefix legend is a deck that has been verified to have hit legend. As you can see here, I went ahead and took the time to do the hyperlinks for the mouse overs. So this is kind of cool. Here's your matchups against Miracle Rogue, Handlock, Zoo, Druid, blah, 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 blah. You can click this little hyperlink at the bottom of every guide, which will take you back to my list of decks. As you'll notice, these are all current patch decks. These are all have been entered in the past month or so. I do this weekly. I usually put a Reddit post up as well in regards to this, but with NAX coming up, you will see lots and lots of more decks here. So anyway, besides just hitting legendary, just understanding the decks, it also provides an ability for variety. I noticed that, well, you kind of face the same type of decks. This will add a little bit of spice. This will allow you to have a little bit more fun. And if you want to kick some serious ass, it'll also get you to legend. Pretty easy. I mean, this is by XIXO. He's the first guy to hit legend. God, past, I don't know, 2-3 seasons at least. Took him 14 hours with this Miracle Rogue. Let me just show you another one. Let There Be Dragons. This was done by Aristotle Status. It's a cheap deck. This one here is 2,800. Lots of, well, the reasoning why we didn't choose this deck, the ones that are not the deck, the cards, the reason these cards came in, what to mulligan against two, general strategy, matchups, you know, the whole 9 yards. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this hard work, it's taken me many hours to do this, provides some benefit to you. And keep your eyes peeled. I'm going to keep the videos coming. Thanks, guys. Subscribe.